was greeted by a bullet to the head. So 7 find first blood here for TSM. And with that kill out towards A, they're going to try their hand. Now with the stacked B side, 3 players here. Good snake bite. Mada to find the first. Moose and Vanity start to fight back. And the players here in the boathouse, they're locking it down as the shock start comes through. It's not quite enough, but look at the health Dryad. Vic does not would have done it, and Vic seems to know that wall bang might be all it needs. Out goes the turret. Another peek once more, and the 1v2 is just being played so well. They're giving up just a little, but not enough. They keep Vic interested.
But with these compositions, both of the teams kind of playing to their strengths, and of course, their TSM working a little bit better. You have to keep your eyes on Shopify. Really aggressive for this one.
Spike down mid.
Wow, yeah, I mean, impossible to keep your eyes. You thought you smoked it off. You think you're safe? Once more, they try to...
In the middle.
Yeah,
in the worst spot where it could be.
Yeah, it doesn't get
any
worse than that. Eventually, Corey finally dealt with nature.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Bulldog, 2 HP, but man, is he dreaming of maybe a red Christmas. He's hoping to find some kills on the way out. Everything escapes him. Away from the recon bolt. Does eventually get revealed, and with that, I mean, look at the space taken out towards mid. Vanity trying to get cheeky once more.
So
Up close and personal, though, and GMD finds the first kill.
Oh, so close. Thought he had a timing, but immediately denied. Vanity going down. And again, that mid control trying to pay off, but mada is there now to respond.
Yeah, they're doing it so well, too. Outside of the solo play from Vanity, the timing just a little bit off. Here on the B site, Vic, the only player standing, and it wasn't for long. He finds his one. He takes his leave. Now we have ourselves a mirrored 2v2. One-way smoke is out. Suppression to reveal both players. It's not very telling as to where they are. Now, finally, they know as Mada creeps his way on out. He's dealt with by 2. Plenty of time on the clock. Shrouded step to play with. Still difficult nonetheless. A beautiful flash. He tries to back away. Shrouded step, but he does not make it to safety. And TS...
Even though the Viper wall that we've seen, I think the entry for them has been difficult because of how much they want to get this mid control early on. And they're just kind of reacting from it.
Oof. I mean, Mada's been so good. bdog now with the operator, able to find one for himself. So what does the Viper do? The Viper, unfortunately, gets beheaded as the dog takes a bite from the snake. And Kanpeki, the lone robot, the soul warrior here, a dash into the smoke. A couple of players swing out from heaven, and guess what? Vanity's got the silly gun.
They're going to be able to get that one kill, and the retakes that we haven't seen yet. This is the real challenge. Now you have the numbers to work with. Can you get value, bdog? Having a feeling that someone's going to be outside around Cat, and it was nature shuts him down.
Now the push from heaven, it's just getting mowed down. GMD 7 to find the first 2. Shopify don't really have an answer until Mada makes his way on, gets his one. But unfortunately, that one is just not enough.
And it seems like when it comes to this composition with the double controller here on Ascend, again, not very common, not something that retake that hasn't worked out for them any of the rounds that we've seen.
7 quick onto the site. bdog not dealt with, though. Dashes inside his own cloud burst. 7 trying to match him here. Will find that kill, and that's fortunate because that is the spike for the lockdown to keep this attacking side away. And Vic will find the pick onto 7. Wants to find some more. Instead, will back away to safety. Look to play with Moose. The spike needs to be retrieved. No way. The backstab, the paranoia, so perfect. The way that Shopify just played to take the space back towards mid. This is not an easy situation by any means. Also being revealed here. Fragment goes out, trying to tuck away here on the dice box. I don't know if he's expecting all 3, but that's exactly what he got. 1. And Mada put under pressure a little bit. Flashes himself out. He's able to make it away to safety. 47 HP, though, doesn't feel the best. Meanwhile, here on the site, Moose also stands, and it's only for a second as both defenders have been dealt with. A few more now to step up. bdog gets a little...
Both of the teams go for this change in composition. The better understanding into this early round, into the attacking round, seems to be benefiting the side of TSM. And, I mean, Shopify still going to get the kills. TSM hungry for them, but not going to give them a chance. As we saw last round, this time around towards A, as Moose goes down, but it's so expected now for TSM. They caught onto this pattern early on. They try to meet it again. Going for the aggression, bdog. So risky by himself. No.
Drone that spots nothing. A recon bolt earlier in the round, but with some aggression out towards A. Shopify have no idea what's going on with TSM, so they have to put their bodies on the line. They have to toss themselves at the situation to try and get a glimpse of information, and I mean, that information has just turned into 5 deaths. Vic finds 1 kill, but very read there again. Always a player top mid leaning out towards A, even if TSM aren't here, and they spot that dash from bdog. Meanwhile, matched dash for dash, but look at the nano storm from Vic. They were ready for it. 7 dealt with almost immediately at the start of this round. Vic will find another. He's playing ring around the rosy. He's playing around the world, and he's finding kills. And it's looking good for Shopify once more. Dryad, you teed them up that they need to win this round, and they heard you. And they're looking to do just that. Corey suppressed, but only for a moment longer. With 3 players to worry about, he's been revealed once more.
Corey, the one player that we've seen in this situation, but as the Jet, not too much as the Sova. Still a good opportunity. Can get a lot of info here, but with 3 players, so difficult.
Oh, and he gives himself up. Good reveal, though. Gonna try and find the first shot. Vanity just playing the run and gun. He's doing
easier.
Gonna be tough for Shopify to find space, whether that be dealing with GMD smokes and dark cover, dealing with 7, decapitating your players out towards mid, or obviously that Viper utility. Look at that wall cutting the B site in half. That's not where the play is gonna end up. Instead,
bdog.
Yep, a backstab just on the corner, a couple of right clicks through the smoke, and Moose will find that return kill. So 4 players alive for both sides, but look at the health from TSM. These guys can barely stand on their own 2 legs, but it's Corey here to bail them out. Now the 2v2. Vanity with 69 health of his own. 7 and GMD, not the healthiest situation themselves. And I mean, what a scrap we have here. Finally, Moose will put a pin in it. Finally.
The push from tree. There's gonna be the KO. Expecting it for a little bit longer.
Oh, there's that disrespect that we talked about. 7 here, ready to receive, though. Couple of backhands to the players of Shopify, and mada and bdog will find themselves buried, waiting for the next round. 7 did eventually get traded, but only 3 remain here as Vanity tries to cross. It's Spike now in a tough spot. GMD gonna dance around as Vic is here to pick up the pieces with Moose, and Shopify are looking to make this one.
It was a 4v2. A Shopify make things even 2v2 to deal with. Both of the players on this defense going to be playing it together, and the retakes for Shopify didn't work quite well. To see what TSM are able to do.
Oof, okay.
They do just that. I mean, that works.
Realize nobody from Shopify is there.
Yeah.
So they give it up, and well, they'll fight for the A site once more.
And I love that set play. It's one of my favorites one to watch, but it also has become so expected, so you're going to have to give that space.
Now the retake to come on through. 7 going wide with the knives. bdog still remaining consistent here, and Nature is the only one to find anything for TSM thus far, which leaves everything for Kanpeki. And it was just 2 of their attacking rounds, and it seems TSM at the very least have that read. And if you need help with stall power, how about an operator to do it? No command popped, but Kanpeki immediately dealt with before he could re-equip his weapon. Now Shopify, they want to go up into the heavens, and mada will send 2 underneath. The 7 gets that trade kill. Classic in hand. A couple of cloud bursts there. A swap to a rifle, and 7 wants to keep fighting. Unfortunately for him and TSM, they have not only the spike, but now the pit, but it's all up to Nature. The lockdown should force him away, and just when you thought you had the best round for you, unfortunately for TSM, looks like it's slipping away.
Oh, gets spotted as well. Has to run away. No chance. And we've seen this scenario over and over again. The knife is going to close it out.
Want to be here. Meanwhile, Vic trying to find something out towards this B site. We met
Needs to
by
get it.
7, who 7 has a classic. GMD, though, going to join the fray here with that from the shadows. Finds that trade kill now, a rifle in hand, and Shopify are headed this way. They have almost no time. GMD just needs to kill or delay the plant here, Dryad.
They know he's here. They know he's in this position, and Kanpeki is going to make it difficult as well. Both of them are able to swing at the same time. Coordination is going to be perfect for it. Operator 4-7, but he's going to have to push as he's doing. Gets flash early on. They have to play together. Time slowly running out for them, and there's so much still to invest, as you see, for the attacking team.
Yeah, a lot coming into it. Nature finding a couple of kills. Mada was hoping to get some more, but is eventually dealt with. Meanwhile, Vanity's backside, he's done a good job at holding this down. And on the outside, Moose is playing around, and Moose is finally Gonna find his way.
Again for mada to deal with. Right away towards this B side, but Spike still on A.
Yikes.
The timing is gonna be everything.
Yeah, Spike not even here. I mean, Vanity cooking this one up, and it's seemingly working, but now TSM no, right? The cat is out of the bag. Hey, where is the rest of the team? Nobody's here. We've mowed everybody down. And they'll hear that Spike planted call, and they'll know that it was all just an elaborate ruse. Fortunately for TSM, a few players ahead. But Shopify have been allowed to work a post plan here. They've been allowed to set up now.
And with a lot of utility between Muse and Vic to work with.
Ooh. And I mean, paranoia is setting in, right? Couple of shrouded steps heard. Where is Moose? As Vic will play off site. Couple of nano swarms. Moose gonna get flashed up. He's tucked away. Oh, and they don't expect him here. One player down, make it two. The Moose is loose as Vic will help him out. Moose grabs 3 and Shopify for the lead.
To work with.
Yeah, it does not feel good. They're gonna go aggressive. bdog ready for it. The turret by his side, and with 11 HP, he stands strong. Moose can ult into back sight. Corey in an awkward situation, but he gets one back for himself. Vic now the next one up, and Corey will try to take him down. It's half HP. The paranoid comes through, but it's a second too late. As the spam comes down, it's Vanity to finally capitalize on that kill. A Viper's Pit used here to allow TSM to progress forward onto this B site. We also saw Kanpeki also peeking back, but yeah, time is of the essence. Recon Bolt should have revealed Vanity's position, but again, they have to keep going. Kanpeki to find that kill. Finally, Mada makes himself known. A flash, a 0 point, a fragment, everything to work with here. And unfortunately, Kanpeki is all out of time. He'll find the kill, but it does not matter. A comeback victory here in map 1 for Shopify. The new look. Success.
And the old player for Shopify, Dazzle, was actually playing the same role of Breach. So that's why we don't see a big change coming through for Shopify. But the kills are going to be everything here at TSM. Good for 2. Going to be all the way in top, though, trying to answer back. But it seems like it's a little too late. Mada, the last one remaining in a 1v4.
And he's been revealed, spotted, tagged by the cam.
Yeah. Where are you?
He's going to try his hand at it, though. Not a 2v4, but a 1v4. It's close to what worked for Shopify in the past. Some early shots, but so many angles to get cleared. Has to deal with the 2 on site. And though I talked about Mada on the fade here, I mean, playing confidently out towards main. The only player there takes down the cam. Corey revealed that cam of Shopify. Mada, I talked about confidence. He brings it from map 1 to map 2 as he finds 2 kills of his own. Eventually dealt with, dug out of Sands.
Gonna be alone for the 3v3. They can be a little more difficult with the time remaining for this type of Shopify. Utility, though, is going to be on time, and it seems like, yeah, perfect for Corey to go down.
1 enemy remaining.
What does GMD have? GMD's playing the lineup, but I don't know if he's going to get back here in time. He tosses that one out. They've got the high-low. bdog's first up. Moose just around the corner. The incendiary does do its job. Oh, man. TSM ready for the aggression there. bdog first up and first down. Vic to follow. Again, the idea for Shopify is to play together, try and find those trades. Unfortunately, didn't pay off this time around. Mada quick behind him, though. That's going to force TSM forward. Shots to the back of GMD. Survives with very minimal HP. Meanwhile, Vanity lines 2 up and takes 2 down as he holds it down here. A couple of 1v1s left on the map as Nature, stuck on an island himself, will take the fight with Vanity, forced forward with 56 HP just behind the box. No spike in hand, and Mada trying to do it all, but it's behind the jet. Mada Vic here on the site, and I mean, it is just stampede. You hear everything, the rampage from TSM as they look to walk their way on out, and Mada does it again. He finds 2 kills with the frenzy. It's backed up by bdog and the knives, and out goes.
And TSM has been able to use this perfectly early on, but when it comes to closing out the round, this is where there's a different story.
And I think if you're Corey, you try your hand, sure, with 3 HP. Last back to try and deal with some of this utility. Now here comes that showstopper. Drop the base, and unfortunately, just wasn't enough. No base, all trebles. The Rolling Thunder comes on through. They want to try and play this quick retake here. Orbital strike behind it, and Shopify They're throwing the kitchen sink, but things get slowed down for just a second. Good paint shells from Corey will find the kill on mada. Vanity here for the trade. Wants to find some more, but it's half HP in a dream. And Kanpeki are starting to turn it into a reality. Make it TSM.
Oh, didn't want to reveal his location. Didn't pick up a gun. That was on the floor early on, but now gets spotted. Still good for one.
Can't dash. Now he can. Shots heard. Dashes backwards. Unfortunately, covers no ground. Is Nature expecting that one? Shorty up close and personal, and bdog's found a second. Now he swaps his way to a rifle. HP low on both sides. It's up to both duelists here. Corey gives himself up. bdog doesn't have enough time at the end of the day, and Corey will try and go button in the null command, and they're going to hit it. They're going to run out towards the safe site. Vanity trying to deal with the players pushing this way. Good aftershock. The delay pushes through the spawn. Shopify try. Disrespected. They get punished for it. Resurrection available, and now all fire players still alive as Moose makes his way through. Finds one, but traded out almost immediately. bdog and Vic, two that remain.
It's been happening over and over again. Now having to commit, right? He said let's save that last round. bdog is going to have to get up close and personal. They want to have an impact into it, but Vic gets shot down. The round just gets so much more difficult. The clutch as well.
Really good call multiple times for TSM. To be playing just outside, whether it be the whole team or just 7. They obviously don't know about GMD's whereabouts, but he is still there. So is the operator. Now the site's being taken, but Vanity's here. Nobody digs him out underneath, and he's got the spike at his feet. Corey now in an awful spot, and that right there cemented as Vic finds that kill. GMD trying to play the jump peek, and the operator will finally find the value that shop.
bdog to get one. TSM, they start to get kind of that aggressive play that was going to come through, but Vic goes down.
This is a lot slower of a look here. It forces Shopify to feel a little antsy. Corey now looking to take this site. Stunned up and taken down are bdog and Moose. Next one up is Vanity, and they've all been erased. It's a flawless round.
And these rounds, these are the ones that Shopify, they like to win. It would be the same score as the first map.
Are you ready for this?
No.
Nope, not quite. Nature clearing all the angles, but wasn't completely sure. Good fault line that marks everybody. Stunned up on the opposite side from the Rolling Thunder. Here come the blades as bdog takes the ropes, and off the top ropes he comes. This is, good paint shells, finds, okay, never mind, nothing. Moose is able to get out of dodge nice and early, but the response is so good. Moose walks his way back in and finally collects a couple of heads that he was hoping to find earlier. Corey.
3 players for TSM going for this retake.
Outline, haunt, camera, all available. Maybe not needed. 7 taken down by bdog, but Nature there on the trade. Unfortunately, trading 1 for 1 is not the position that you want to be in for TSM. Nature looks to be first up. Fault line out towards Arcade. 2 flashes available for Kanpeki, neither of which are used, as Vic will close out the round. And players that can buy full, and they did it.
It was a couple rounds, especially early on. It might have been this exact same round, but after that, you did see the full shields as GMD. It's all right. The light shields, they don't matter if you're getting the kills.
Yeah, light shields both sides, and that means 1 less body shot needed. Find the frags, and that's exactly what it was that took down Vanity and bdog. Good 0 point as spam goes through, and just like that, that Phantom becomes a 1-tap weapon. Vic takes it straight to the head. Moose and mada gonna try and hold on here. Ooh, mada in an awkward spot there for a second, but
spike planted.
Does make it out of that trap wire. Good paint shells, gonna force him off his position. Haunt goes out, bodies go down, and TSM do this one here to crunch around the map. Moose is taking the ropes right now. Moose is going to be disconnected from the play for quite some time. Showstopper shut down, but GMD there on the trade. And a player ahead are still TSM, but who they expect this from Moose. The turnaround from GMD, but he's dealt with. Now the retake, you run out of time. TSM have to start to make things work as mada doubles up inside heaven. The reveal onto all 3 players courtesy of that neural theft. Nature finds it first. Moose and mada battle back. It's Eminem. Here as Kanpeki holds that spike to halfway. Moose will try to play the time, and it seems like Kanpeki has just enough for moments. I mean, it is sticks and stones, though. bdog to go up and over the top once more. Both trap wires getting popped here as 7 gets run down on the site. Nature also falls here, so the Singers are starting to find value as bdog goes deep inside the spawn. And this is a Shopify Rebellion that we expected to see. They make quick work the defenders here on this B site, and they leave everything up to Corey and Kanpeki.
One enemy remaining.
And if I've learned anything from the initials KC, it's not good things.
And this is the...
Oh, no.
Doesn't spot anybody?
Ciao.
Yeah, that's tough days there for Mada. Fortunately, that was just a solo mission for him there. bdog gonna go up and over the top once more, but that means Vic has to deal with the trap wire, and he does so by putting his body on the line. Meanwhile, bdog goes aggressive into the spawn once more. Now he's got the blades online. He's gonna try and dig his team out of an awful situation here, even as the one's gonna come through, and they go right into the welcome arms of two players as bdog can't capitalize on the kills. Neither can move. Both players sneak away from the bull. Camera will reveal. He's not long for this world. Both players just around the corner. And it looks to play the flash. He does so perfectly. They look away, and Seven finds the frag. TSM. A beautiful read inside of one back.
And you're not expecting that. And we've seen the aggression, right? But you're not expecting it right on the other side of the smoke. But something that this side of Shopify is going to have to deal with, as aggression, once again, is the name of the game. And Seven gets two.
Yeah, I mean, his crosshair just did not move.
Yeah, we've seen the numbers disadvantage for Shopify turning into round victories no matter what. But a Rolling Thunder is going to be available for Kanpeki, and that can turn things around. Seven, though, might do it by himself.
One enemy remaining.
He's gonna buy himself.
Last player
It's all up to
standing.
Vanity here. Back and forth he goes, but a 1v1 is where we found. Then it comes down to seventh player who made this one doable. For TSM, he's stunned up, and he does it again. Drives it up here, has util aplenty, but what does work
Face your fear.
is the bdog go kill strategy. When you don't have a leash on this player right here, unfortunately, you've got all the information you need. Out comes the Rolling Thunder, saved from last round, the Nightfall. It doesn't matter. bdog walks up, taken down. Seven just cannot be stopped right now.
Shot down once again by Seven, and it doesn't feel good. TSM is going to be pushing forward, trying to close out this map right now. They're going to do just that. Last kill is going to be the Pain Shell suit. 13-8. And TSM going to take it to...
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of a look at maybe what was the issue on Ascent, where there was no killjoy, so you did not have to respect the smokes. Now you do have to respect it, and the disrespect comes from the defense once more. TSM attacking forward inside of...
Seeing the stronger side for Shopify early on, right? We haven't gotten a chance to do so early. The comeback that they made was actually starting on the defensive side, so everything trying to go as planned, but the 3v3, and it ends up going... Moose going down.
And Shopify do good to get things back to even ground, but as you mentioned, Moose falls, and once more, numbers in favor of TSM is Vic. Vic is just challenging the angle here, and Seven doesn't want to give it to him. The star is down, a tap onto the spike, and Vanity will look to play the time here as a couple of clicks come out from the classic. That spike just being held, and Vanity has to put his life.
Too much.
And that guiding light feels Trailblazer. I mean, a lot sent out there just to secure that kill onto Mada, but they do so successfully. TSM crossing their T's, dotting their I's, making sure they don't give up anything for free, and that every single round that they should win, they do, and they are teed up quite nicely to do that here in round 3.
It is one of the things that, if you're a fan of Shopify, you don't want these rounds to snowball into more and more for TSM, but it's pretty much set up to do so with a buy, but kind of the gamble into flying for that second
B site because they've got nothing else across the map. They're probably just assuming that TSM have already pushed up. So like you said, it's going to be aggressive. They'll look to go quick out towards this B site. Vanity get that spike, plant a flash on the other side. Corey immediately dealt with, but kills are traded right back. That spike denied for a moment longer as bdog takes down GMD as he pushes through his own cosmic divide, and it's all up to 7 with the Bulldog in a dream. Unfortunately, getting run down inside the spawn. bdog dealt with. That's a weapon upgrade, but it's just out of reach. Down comes the poison orb. Upgrade does come through. Decay is there. Shots through the wall. Mada collects 3 on the... They're pressuring mid. They're buying some of that TSM attention. fight they're ready for, though. That smoke a little late. Mada is ready for the fight. Kanpeki falls. Corey next up. Turret taken down. He takes heaps of damage. There's no way they expect a third one, though, right? Corey hasn't gotten out of dodge just yet. They haven't spotted GMD, and bdog with the flick will find a third kill, and the A site completely free.
And you see how scary, because they were, it seems like, often avoiding bdog in this positioning, just having a read on where he was going to be located. And it could be the same play now, where 7 is just getting avoided every single time. He changes the setup, he goes towards B, not where the play ends up.
Yeah, Shopify been doing a good job of avoiding the microwave.
But it doesn't seem like should be needed, right? Some ultimates, including the Viper Spit for Nature, that also needs just one kill, just one orb. And them going for it early on, info gather early on, but it seems like shot down towards Link.
Yeah, that's tough. It's if there's Viper utility,
Scary to deal with, but I mean, getting out of this killjoy utility, everything else is gonna be playing around it. Oh, that's good. The communication, right?
wow, I cannot believe that GMD 2 times we've seen a 2v4 victory. This one a 2v5. Once more, they fight inside the spawn. Corey's the first to fall. Out goes a turret. Lockdown available. That'll be placed prim and proper here on the B site. 12 seconds on the clock as mada will find another. Tries to hold down the mouse one. Kanpeki looks to take the duel, and it's unfortunately lost for Vic, but for TSM. 2 shots go wide. A third one now queued up, and that's going to graze the top of Vanity. Find some damage, but the rebroke will get him back up as the Cosmic Divide comes through. The domain expansion is down, and so is Vanity.
I mean, and look at all the utility with the Astra, with the Viper. Such a nightmare to deal with for this retake.
Vic on the backside here, just outside the pit, looking to find anybody with clear eyes. Unfortunately, he's taken down as 7 finds 2 for himself. It's all up to Moose. Once more, as that wall falls, they look to try and play the spam, and that shorty just won't be enough. 7 collects 3. TSM finding, if not kill pressure, finding stall pressure. And once more, they try and stall again, but disrespected is that toxic screen. Nature gonna punish that disrespect. The drone comes through. Good reveal onto 1, and Corey just here to collect scalps. Mada and Moose are gone. The lockdown will force the rest of the attackers away. The spike is in hand, but now they have to try and replay this round as they back away to ramps, and they've only got 2 players alive to do it.
It's so good. Oh, Nature behind Shopify into this B site.
Smokes are down. Tap on the spike. A star to follow. Corey trying to collect some more. There's a third. Looks for a fourth, but Vic battles back 2 of his own. A 1v1, but it goes the way. Double swing. Mada gonna helm this position here. He tries to back away to safety. He does so successfully as that spike gets planted. 4 players alive on both sides, but we'll see how much wiggle room there is. Nature gonna play the late lurk, and this could be everything. Moose sniffs him out, takes him down. Only 3 remain here. Make it 2 as 7. Taken down through the wall, and both players are just around the corner of 7's dead body. As Kanpeki and Corey once more, they look to work together, and I already talked about KC. It's not the best here as Kanpeki needs 4, but it's there. Now they work their way on through, and I mean, they've got concealment at the very least. It's not a whole lot of cover. Spam could get the job done. Kanpeki flirts with the idea of using that Trailblazer, but does not feel comfortable enough to do it. Out comes the Cosmic Divide. Vanity's been dealt with. bdog on the wraparound will find one for himself, but Shopify still ahead in the trades as Moose will find another at 7 to fall. The shorty to get value, and the spike triad is still ticking. TSM, they have to make a move. They have to work through the pit. Mada next to go. A tap onto the spike. Moose with the wrap, and will get it done. It's 8 to 4 once more. Shopify grab the last. If we stick to the script, this should be a Shopify pistol.
Yeah.
But we'll see if we stick to said script. Corey out for the first. That's Vanity gone. bdog there for the trade, and bdog wants some more. He's not just backing away off of that. Kanpeki ready for it, though. Will silence. bdog is barking a little bit too much, so he's been muzzled here in the pistol round.
Oh, and big up close, but he's going to be running it down for GMD. Going to shut this Killjoy down.
Man, things are a bit of util just around the corner. Can't quite find it. Will eventually. That alarm bot down. There is so much more to worry about. That is the least of your worries, my friend. Two players are, well, they're playing the crossfire just around the corner. 7. 2 kills on the round. Will secure.
Up in the match for the side of Shopify. You started so well on the map number 1, but now a big... wait, what? On the other side, gets spotted. Vanity still managed to get 1.
I mean, just spraying through the smoke right there. I mean, that is the phantom way. Just keep on spraying. But Corey gets him right back. He wasn't happy about the results of the start of this round. He's eventually dealt with, had no way out after getting that spike planted. Does Shopify know that both GMD, they've only got Spectres and the Trailblazer, should reveal the first. I don't know if it quite reveals the second. Now both players have, yes, given themselves up. No util to play with. TSM, meanwhile, on the other side, finally, Flash comes back online. GMD will find the first. Close angles again. These Spectres, they're starting to get it done. Moose left alone. This time, no Sheriff. A Vandal, 87 HP. Wall goes up, but it doesn't matter. Both players are back side. Their vision is clear.
Is the early player towards the A side. Gets shut down, and TSM down by 1. No, make it 2.
Oof. Oh, Vanity does it again, man. Just finds great timing in walking back into that smoke. And Kanpeki was hoping he was playing a bit more passively instead. Vic is here. Flash reveals. Recon Bolt dealt with. I mean, the backstab is just so good. Kanpeki makes this an even trade, but the players not in favor of TSM as the fights just continue to go the way of Shopify. And it's deep into this game, Dryad, but they're finally starting to find this momentum.
It's been the story so far for Shopify. I think map after map.
Just all in this position. Trailblazer, also sent out. Cosmic Divide used, and Mada looks to get aggressive for a second. Instead, it's Vic to do it once more. Out here inside, Art finds 2 kills for himself. Will finally be dealt with, but round after round, Shopify have found themselves players or a player ahead, and this time they look to cut down another. Kanpeki comes off the plant, and the spam will continue. Moose doesn't quite find the kill. Spam returned, and Moose will eventually go down, so we're even across the board. But Kanpeki in such a tough spot. The Guiding Light will allow him to reposition for just a moment.
And Cosmic Divide that we got to see first, now followed by the 1 for Vanity. The 3v3.
When do you pull the trigger on the util, though? Or do you know Kanpeki doesn't give himself up just yet? Snakebite comes down. Hunter Shuri to follow. Nature just on the other side of the Cosmic Divide. It'll stand for just a moment longer as bdog hops onto the spike. Jumps off for just a second, and Nature deals with the defense. Go down. Lockdown from the opposite side, though. It's only Vic directly here on the side, and it seems he's done just enough to force the defenders away, but not before they plant. Nature tries to put the spike down, or the ult down, excuse me, and he's immediately dealt with. This retake that much easier as Moose finds his way on through. The Judge gets some damage. Moose will find the kill, confirm it, as Vic will fall through the smoke. And how much is left here in the post plant? Moose, the Viper's pit of his own. Vanity, low HP, but a shotgun inside the pit is everything that they need. A shock dart goes through. First one down. That's Vanity to fall. bdog just gonna stick it here. The spam, it won't land. And Shopify.
And I'm trying to see who's gonna use that utility first, and the Seekers are gonna come in. Oh,
Seekers, I mean, confirmed players are here. Just on the other side goes Kanpeki, and he says, hey, if my util can't do it, how about my rifle? A beautiful reveal from Corey. That recon bolt allows the kill onto Vanity. bdog gets one across the map. That was Nature trying to play the lurk, but the spike is planted, and now the post plant is in full effect for TSM.
It looks pretty good. Kanpeki, pretty low in HP, but the 4v3 could be enough as the players position themselves towards long. The time running out for the defense.
Oh, and GMD in a tricky situation, but he's going to bail himself out. The next one to go down is bdog, and this one, it's all up to Mada. Some nano swarms at his feet, and they'll do the trick. 7 gets it done. TSM in dominant fashion here on map 3, 13-7. They'll take